Ever tried lining up iron sights when the stakes are high? Like when your life or your prize shot is on the line. It's like threading a needle during an earthquake. That's why these days, red dot pistols aren't just for tactical folks or competition fans. They're not just mainstream now. They've taken over. I'm talking law enforcement, concealed carriers, weekend shooters. Even your Uncle Joe still calls magazines clips. They're all making the switch. And believe me, there's a reason for it. In this video, I'm walking you through why red dot pistols are making waves in 2025. I'll break down what makes them quicker, smarter, and easier to handle. Then, we'll review the top-performing red dot pistols this year. Not just hype picks, but ones real shooters have tested. So grab a coffee, make sure your pistol's ready to go, and stick around, because if you're still sticking to iron sights, this might just be the video that changes your setup forever. Let's get real. If you've ever tried shooting fast with iron sights, you know the struggle. Your brain's doing all sorts of calculations under pressure, aligning the front post, rear notch, and the target, all while your heart's racing. Red dots clear away the clutter. You focus on the target, put the dot on it, and make the shot. That's it. One focal point, one quick decision, one more hit on target. By 2025, this isn't a high-end luxury. It's become the standard. Most new pistols come optics ready right out of the box with slide cuts for RMR, RMSC, or ACRO footprints. No more sending your slide off for milling. No more cobbling together solutions. Just mount, zero, and go. And here's the kicker. Red dots don't just make you faster. They make you a better shooter. You can see your mistakes. You track your movement. And suddenly you're not just shooting rounds. You're learning. That dot bouncing under recoil teaches you more in one magazine than a week of dry fire practice ever did. For older shooters, it's a godsend. Focusing on the front sight becomes challenging with age, and red dots remove that barrier entirely. I've seen folks in their 60s running dots like it's Call of Duty, out shooting younger folks with iron sights who have things to prove. Still, not all red dot pistols are made the same. Some are built like tanks for duty use. Others are sleek, light, and designed for concealed carry. A good red dot setup needs smart engineering, durable internals, optic compatibility, balanced weight, and easy battery access. Add in intuitive controls and a crisp dot that doesn't flare in daylight, and now we're talking. There's a reason every shooter, cop, and YouTube aficionado has a Glock 19. And now that it comes optics ready, it's basically the reliable workhorse of handguns. Boring? Maybe. Effective? Definitely. And in Gen 5 form, the Glock 19 MOS is smoother, cleaner, and optic ready right out of the box. We're talking about a 4.02-inch barrel, 15+1 capacity, ambi-slide stop, and Glock's updated marksman barrel that actually gives you tight groups. The MOS system accommodates multiple red dot footprints using interchangeable plates, RMR, hollow sun, even Aimpoint's co-witness footprint if you're feeling adventurous. Mount it right, secure it down, and this thing runs like a well-tuned tool. I've seen folks put their 19 MOS through hell with zero optic shift. Drop it in sand, dunk it in mud, shoot it wet, still works. And yeah, it's not ergonomic perfection. The grip feels a bit blocky. But there's a reason the aftermarket for Glock frames is massive. Pair it with a Holosun 507 CX2 if you want a balance of price, features, and durability, or go high-end with the Trijicon RMR. This isn't a pistol trying to impress you. It just performs every time. And honestly, that's what makes it impressive. Ever met someone who drives an old Corolla but somehow always wins the street race? That's the Ruger RMX. It's budget-friendly, straightforward, and performs like it didn't get the memo. At around $450, this thing is what I'd call entry-level excellence. It's designed around a Glock-style system, meaning it fits a wide range of parts, triggers, sights, even holsters. But here's the kicker. It's optics ready. No milling, no gunsmith magic, just mount, zero, and enjoy. You get a 4-inch barrel, standard 15+1 capacity, and a sturdy polymer frame. But hey, it's not meant to win a beauty contest. The grip texture is decent, the controls are straightforward, and the slide is cut for RMSC footprint dots like the Holosun 407K, Sig Romeo 0, or even Swamp Fox Sentinel if you're feeling adventurous. I've used one of these in a 300-round course and walked away impressed. No jams, no zero shift, no complaints. Sure, it lacks the refinement of a high-end model, but for first-time buyers or anyone on a budget, this is a smart, reliable entry into the red dot game. It's the, I'm not fancy, but I get the job done, of pistols. And truthfully, that's kind of cool. If this pistol had a voice, it would be saying, watch how it's done. Here's the thing. If the world went south tomorrow, I'd grab my 509 MRD and a bag full of magazines, because this pistol is built for hard use. The FN509 Compact MRD isn't about impressing with looks. It gets the job done, quietly and efficiently. It comes with a cold hammer-forged 3.7-inch barrel, fully ambidextrous controls, a straightforward trigger, and a slide cut for nearly every worthwhile optic footprint. FN's multi-optic plate system is possibly the best out there. I've mounted RMRS, Holosuns, and even the Aimpoint ACRO and the Zero held strong. The 15+1 capacity is ideal for everyday carry or as a backup. It's a bit chunkier than a Glock 19, but that extra weight pays off when managing recoil. It settles quickly, tracks smoothly, and stays on target. I've put this gun through mud, snow, and a terrible rain session just for laughs. It didn't falter. The red dot stayed clear, the trigger remained responsive, and it cycled flawlessly. Bottom line, the 509 MRD is robust in the best way. If your life might depend on your carry gun and aesthetics aren't a concern, this is your straightforward solution. So the question isn't, should I switch? The question is, which one should you switch to? Let's break down the best red dot pistols of 2025. If a Glock is a trusty pickup, the Staccato P4 is a tuned race car with heavy-duty tires. It doesn't just shoot, it dominates. This is the type of pistol that makes other guns feel like toys. It was purpose-built for red dots with a special optic mounting system that sits your dot super low, meaning faster dot acquisition and less muzzle flip. Translation: your follow-up shots land before the recoil finishes its goodbye. I ran this thing through 1,000 rounds, steel, brass reloads. It didn't stumble once. The 4.4-inch match-grade barrel is highly accurate. The trigger, clean break, short reset. Recoil practically whispers, and the full-length dust cover gives it a balance most polymer pistols can only dream of. Let's be honest, though. This isn't your first gun. It's an investment piece. The price tag is around $2,000. But for competitors, tactical teams, or that guy at the range who brings a shot timer to a casual day, it's worth every penny. It pairs beautifully with something like the Trijicon RMR Type 2 or the Holosun 507 CX2, sturdy optics for a robust frame. You're not buying hype here, you're buying performance that exceeds expectations. If I had to trust one handgun for both a competition and a professional setting, the Staccato P4 is the one I'd choose. No frills, no fuss, just results. Now this little number, the HKCC9, is like that quiet guy at a party who casually mentions he finished a marathon after besting your time at the range. It's discreet, refined, and hits hard when it counts. With a barrel just over 3.2 inches and a weight under 19 ounces, the CC9 is made for everyday carry. But don't let the size fool you. The recoil is surprisingly soft thanks to HK's low-bore axis and recoil management expertise. It shoots flatter than some full-sized guns. And with the red dot mounted, it points as naturally as your finger. HK made this thing optics-ready with a specialized mounting system that's solid. But note, it's not as universal as Glock or Smith & Wesson. Still, with the right plate, you can mount a Holosun EPS carry or a Shield RMSC, and it'll fit perfectly. Capacity sits at 10+1, which might raise eyebrows in some circles, but if you're carrying wisely and training regularly, that's more than enough. What you lose in rounds, you gain in comfort, concealment, and that classic HK build quality that screams efficiency with flair. Bottom line, the CC9 doesn't shout. It whispers, then delivers a blow you'll feel deep down. Perfect for anyone seeking top-tier performance in a compact package. The MNP 2.0 carry comp isn't flashy, but it knows what it's doing. And what it does is manage recoil and deliver accuracy as if it were on the clock. This updated 2025 model features a 4.25-inch barrel with Smith's integrated carry comp muzzle brake, which really works. We're talking about a 20% reduction in felt recoil, which for a striker-fired gun is almost magical. Add to that an optics-ready slide that accommodates everything from Trijicon RMR to Leupold Delta Point Pro, and you've got a gun that feels like it was designed by someone who actually shoots. Capacity sits at 17+1 with a textured grip that's somewhere between skateboard tape and sandpaper. Translation: it grips firmly and doesn't let go. The flat-face trigger is clean, the reset is clear, and the ergonomics, let's just say Glock could learn a few things. This isn't a gun for showing off. It's for shooters who practice regularly and want a red dot setup that'll hold zero through intense training. Reliable, comfortable, and built for performance. The M&P Carry Comp doesn't boast, it delivers. You ever shoot a gun that makes you rethink its price tag like, is this for real? That's the Canik TP9 Elite. It's the pistol version of finding a fantastic taco stand that rivals a fancy restaurant. This gun was made to exceed its price level. For about $450, you get a match-grade 4.2-inch barrel, a crisp trigger that rivals more expensive guns, and yes, an optic-ready slide that fits RMR and RMSC footprints perfectly. The slide serrations are pronounced, the controls are ambidextrous, and the 18+1 capacity gives you plenty of firepower. Mount a Holosun 407C, Shield RMSC, or even Vortex Defender, and you're set. And it comes with a mounting plate in the box. No extra charges for essentials. Canik made sure if you want a red dot, you've got it. It's a bit large for some carry positions, sure. The brand name might not carry the same weight as some high-end models. But once you experience that trigger reset and see those groupings, brand names won't matter. This gun doesn't just keep up, it competes. And for the price, it might be the smartest decision in your carry journey. What do most shooters get wrong with red dots? Let's get one thing clear. A red dot doesn't make you a sharpshooter. It shows you where you need to improve. Mistake number 1. Hunting for the dot. You draw, present, and then your eyes start searching the window as if it owes you. That's not the dot's fault. That's on poor technique. Keep your wrist steady, your elbow straight, and the dot will align every time. Mistake 2. Slapping a cheap red dot onto your carry gun and wondering why it breaks quickly. If it can't handle simple sessions, it's not going to cut it when it matters. And lastly, not zeroing the optic. Yes, that's important. Just being close enough isn't sufficient. You zero a red dot so it hits precisely where you aim. In short, a red dot is a tool. It won't correct improper grip, slack draws, or a lax mindset. But used properly, it's an incredible advantage. So here's the deal. Red dot pistols aren't just a fad. They are becoming the new standard. Faster, more precise, and more forgiving than iron sights ever were. If you haven't tried one yet, borrow one, rent one. Ask your range buddy nicely if you must. Just try it out. You'll understand. Drop a comment below. Are you team red dot or still sticking with iron sights? Either way, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell for more updates. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, shoot straight, and I'll catch you in the next one.